Ain't no bullets got no goddamn name on it. It was a rough road to follow, the trail behind, but I made it through. And I seen him make it through every time. And then my oldest son, my youngest one, my son passed on when I was living here in Brooklyn. Everybody knew him. Life was going to have to just go on. Without him, I'm gonna see him when I get there.
Let me ask you this: what made you jump into like being in the streets?
At least being in jail. At least I got my freedom out here.
What you went to jail for? And what you learned from going through your experience? What age you was when you jumped in the streets? What was you doing to take care of yourself? How your mom passed away? How old was you when you started using?
One is up and one is down. And one will take you straight down. Well, both of them will take you straight down, make you hit rock bottom. But one, you'll hit bottom before you hit the bottom.
What?
Yes, that's the craziest thing I was saying or heard of.
You lying.
He stole from his mother and he pawned her. He pawned her at the pawn shop.
What advice you gotta get to the youth to not follow your footsteps? The word you see me back with another episode of Inside Baltimore Drug Epidemic, and the day we here with who?
Alright, you got Cynthia. When I Cynthia, they called me Seth. I raised up here, I brought up in Sandtown. I've been living in Brooklyn for 36 years now.
Yeah.
It was a rough road to follow, the trail behind, but I made it through. And I seen him make it through every time.
How old you is?
I'm 60 years old.
60 years old?
60 years old.
Let me ask you this. What made you jump into like being in the streets?
I'm not living in the street or nothing.
No,
like
but
that.
I'm saying like
being in the street.
Yeah.
The streets it's a rough life. It's a rough, not hard life. At least being in jail. At least I got my freedom out here.
Message.
Yeah.
At least you got your freedom out here.
Oh, so you been in jail before?
Yeah, I've been
for
locked up before.
What you went to jail for?
Assault charges.
Assault?
Yeah, I got assault charges.
For real? For what?
For beating people up.
Huh?
For beating people up.
Okay, beating people up. Okay.
Don't be looking at me like that.
What you learned from going through your experience?
Oh, I learned that I need to humble myself and everything. It's not, you don't put hands on stuff. You know, it's not even necessary. Oh, I learned that the hard way.
What age
I had to do
when you
anger management 1 and 2, and I did it right here.
What age you was when you jumped in the streets?
I've been in the system. I would take care of myself since I've been 14.
14?
Yep, since I've been 14.
What was you doing to take care of yourself?
I work. I always find a little day's work or a part-time job.
Oh, yeah.
Always went to school and found some work to do to support myself and my family.
Okay.
Then I had a husband that helped me.
Okay.
Until he passed on. And then my oldest son, my youngest one, my son passed on when I was living here in Brooklyn. Everybody knew him. His name was O.
Oh?
Yeah, his name was O.
How he passed away? How he passed away?
He died in his sleep. He did die of an undetermined cause of death. And I know about
Damn, sorry for your life. Sorry for your loss.
Thank you. So I'm still going through it. I just buried my mom. So times is rough and times are getting harder.
How your mom passed away?
She's 79 years old. She passed away from liver with kidney failure.
Damn, sorry for your loss, man.
So I just borrowed her, and life is going to have to just go on without him. I'm going to see him when I get there, so it ain't over. It's just the end, it's just that beginning. That's how I look at it. The end is just the beginning, so this time I didn't cry as hard, because last time I lost my mind.
All right, let me ask you this.
A foot in the grave won't cross the door sill, my son.
So let me ask you this. How old was you when you started using?
I didn't start using it 2 years later. I didn't start using it too many years later after all my kids was grown up. I didn't want to use no and I wouldn't allow myself to use drugs. I had myself use drugs around my kids.
What age were you when you started using?
When I started using, I think it was 42.
You was 42 when you started using? So why the f you started using? If you went all that time without using, what made you start using?
I know, curiosity. I drank though. I was always an alcoholic. I drank since I was little.
And using
I smoked before and then I stopped. And then I don't know what made me start using drugs.
Using drugs and drinking is two different things.
Yeah, of course it is. Alcohol is a gateway drug, goddamn it.
So what did you start using first?
Alcohol. And then from alcohol, I tried another gateway, marijuana. Then I tried cocaine. I did have a bout with heroin, and then I left that alone again. Oh, and then I'll just do alcohol and cocaine now.
What's the difference from heroin and cocaine?
Oh, it's a big difference. It's a big difference. One is up and one is down. And one will take you straight down. Well, both of them will take you straight down, make you hit rock bottom. but one you hit bottom before you hit the bottom. That's the only difference between them two.
You said what?
Shit, you hit the bottom before you hit the bottom. Shit. Hell, you might go the hell up and don't come back. That's your bottom right there. That's the bottom right there before you hit the bottom. But other than that, Brooklyn was all right when I first moved here.
How old were you when you...
I've been here in Brooklyn 36 years now.
What age was you when you moved to Brooklyn?
I moved to Brooklyn 1999. I forgot how old I was.
So you've been here for a minute.
Yeah, I've been living in Brooklyn a long time. A long time.
And what changed since you've been here?
I done seen and heard a little bit of everything since I've been here.
What?
I done seen a little bit and heard everything.
Break it down. What
Not
changed?
as much stuff I've seen on West Side, but hey, it's there. It's
Tell
there.
your whole story. What you saying on what? What's the difference from
Brooklyn? Because it calms. It shuts down at night. It shuts down at night, and you get a chance to go goddamn sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. On Carsound, it's all night 24/7. You don't get no sleep.
Well, same time.
Yeah, Sandtown, you don't get sleep. You up 24/7.
Oh yeah.
24/7. Here, you at least can get a couple of shut-eyes.
So how many kids you got?
That's the difference.
You got kids now that's living still?
Yeah.
How many kids you got?
I have children living. Grandkids too. They your age.
Okay.
My grandkids your age. They was just here in Baltimore. They down in Atlanta, Georgia now. My daughters and my grandkids down in Atlanta, Georgia. But my other grandkid here, his son here.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got a lot of family.
So let me ask you this: what's three things you wish you never would have did being in the streets?
Start getting high. It's one of them. Had them babies too fast. I could have waited a little longer, even though I was married, but I should have waited a little longer. But they were well taken care of. We were well taken care of. My husband. Fortunately, thank God, they didn't have to have too hard of a rough life. So it wasn't as bad for me coming up. And then I was able to work and go to school and maintain and take care of my kids. When my husband went on the road and started driving tractor trailers.
Okay, that's just two. What's the third one?
The third thing would be, I would have did Brooklyn again. Yeah, I would have came and moved in Brooklyn. Yeah. I would have moved in Brooklyn. What I wouldn't have done was took my ass over East Side with that goddamn fire in that goddamn house that I could scare the Jesus about me.
Damn,
that's what brought me back to West Baltimore, brought me back to Brooklyn. Oh, my kids was younger. They were in the bed sleep. And the people, it was a house next door to me who, they got locked up. And somebody threw a Molotov cocktail in the house.
In the house
next door? No, in the house next door.
Okay.
Right, trying to scare the people out. And
12 coming down,
almost set my house on fire. I just got that house and brand new furniture with my kids.
12 coming down.
And they were younger, and I couldn't do it. It scared the Jesus about me. It did, because my kid almost got caught on fire. I snatched out of bed just in time and got the hell out of that house. I got both of my kids up under my arm and made it out that goddamn door. That was the scariest thing in my goddamn life that I don't want to ever do again. Yeah. And being caught in the fire.
Besides that, did you ever go through anything else as far as being in the streets?
Yeah, I had guns put to my head. I got in a lot of brawls and fights.
So what? What they put a gun to you here for?
Oh, that was back in the day. What though? Cause I was gonna hit him.
You was gonna hit him?
Yeah, that was back in that last time. It was when Lexington and Murphy Homes was still open.
You was gonna hit him with what though?
With my fist.
And he pulled a gun out on you?
Yeah, he pulled a gun out on me. I'm gonna beat him up, take a stop.
And what you do then? When he pulled a gun out on you, what you did? Got your dumb in compliance.
No. Yeah, I kinda sorta did.
Yeah, I know.
I got it together a little bit, because I ain't had nothing on me. So I had to get it together a little bit.
I know.
But no, I told him I'm gonna catch his ass out.
Oh yeah.
He left me alone.
You sent him threats and all that type of shit?
No, he didn't want me to beat him up and take his out. That's all I was.
You think you was gonna beat him up and take his gun?
If I knew he had a gun, I would have been to it. I would have been to that.
Oh, you crazy.
I'm talking about that was back in the day. That was back in the damn day.
You crazy.
Yeah, I was real crazy back then.
For real.
I did a lot of stuff like that.
What's some of the crazier things you did?
Oh, wind up on the army base. That was the craziest thing I did. Wind up on the army base.
For real?
Yeah, because they about to recruit me.
What you see?
You can't catch me again on the army base. That was back in the day. I was at the NCO club. I don't know how they were saving me from the guys at the NCO club. Okay. Somebody tried to put something in my drink. And I know somebody put something in my drink. And so the guys at the base, they tried to save me. They helped me. So I told them that somebody put something in my drink, and they knew that something was going on. And so they helped me.
Let me ask you this.
So Sergeant, it wasn't that fault.
What advice you gotta get to the youth to not follow your footsteps?
I don't tell them to follow my footsteps. I allow my kids to learn from their own mistakes.
I ain't talking about your kids. I said the youth.
Oh,
the youth. What you gotta tell a youth to not basically jump in the streets?
Okay. You can't, ain't no bullets got no goddamn name on it.
Yeah.
And guess what? Sometimes that fighting is not worth it. Especially when you're fighting your fellow brothers.
Yeah.
Your brothers and sisters. You can't fight your brothers and sisters. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
You gotta take that someplace else. You gotta release it. You gotta release that stress some other kind of way.
Yeah.
That's what I wanna tell you. We gotta all come together and be able to stand together. Pull back together, because hey, life is too short and times is too tough, and your ass is not free.
Let me ask you this. What's the craziest thing you ever seen growing up, like in Baltimore? The craziest thing you ever seen?
Somebody pawned their mother.
Somebody what?
Pawned their mother.
What you mean?
He pawned her. He pawned her at a
mother?
pawn shop.
What?
Yes, that's the craziest thing I ever seen or heard of.
You lying.
He stole from his mother and he pawned her. He pawned her at the pawn shop over in one side. That was the craziest stuff I ever seen before in my life. Yeah, he pawned her.
How the f*** he pawned him?
He pawned her. He pawned her.
So he sold his mother.
He pawned his mother, came back and got her when she got a check, or he stole it.
For real?
Yup.
Besides that, what's the second craziest?
That was crazy as hell. That was the craziest shit I've ever seen or heard before in my life.
Craziest thing?
A bad car accident. A pile-up car accident.
Okay.
And they was up on the curb, all in somebody's house and stuff. That was about the craziest thing I saw too.
Okay.
Other than that, ain't too much cray I haven't seen.
Well, yeah, I thank you for sharing your story with us. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they tap into your story and they with it, you know what I'm saying?
Peace out up here in Brooklyn.
For the support.
Peace down, peace out up in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I appreciate your support.
Thank you.
Thank you.